yes, the title is absolutely bullshit. Anybody who knows me, anybody who has seen me on this channel or any other channel knows that whole these 4 movements for a bigger back. I don't believe in that shit, not one bit. That said, are there tiers? Are there A-list, B-list, C-list, etc. movements when it comes to growth? Absolutely. Absolutely. You're never going to get the same growth, for example, that you would get from a barbell movement out of some cable movement. I don't care really what the situation is. It's just not going to be the same. But when I say these 4 movements, I more mean real world application, meaning that not everybody can do a barbell row. If we're saying the four best movements for a huge back. Barbell rows are A-list, in my opinion, from a real world application. But let's just say you have real bad tendonitis, you have a jacked up bicep, just there could be 100 different factors that keep you from being able to do a barbell row. What does that mean? Well, go to the next 4 movements. Do you need more than 4 movements on any body part? I do not believe so. If you have 4 good movements, 3 hard sets each movement, you will grow. That being said, another part of real world application is those 4 movements have to be 4 movements not only that you can do, but that you're actually going to do and stick to. It's real easy to line a workout out, and either you're just not someone who gives a shit enough and gets bored, or there's, like I said, there's pain, other reasons that you can't do a specific movement. So maybe you don't go as hard, or you drop the weight, or kind of work around that movement, and now you're doing 3 movements instead of 4, etc. That being said, you're never going to get the same result from certain movements that you would from others, but you're always going to get a better result than not doing anything. So it's pretty common sense in saying that if you can't do barbell rows, or you can't do heavy dumbbell rows, whatever the case is, replace it with another movement. 4 good hard movements, 3 hard sets, you will grow. Let's just think of it. One of my favorites is the glutes, right? Everybody, you always see these girls who are naturally gifted with these big old butts, and they're the ones that are selling these programs like they worked for it. Even the ones that are, a lot of times they don't really give you what they did. Case in point is a lot of these programs that I see, almost every one of them includes a cable kickback, and they got like 30 pounds on this stupid anklet that they're wearing, and they're doing these kickbacks. Your ass is a muscle just like anything else. So that being said, do you truly think that you are going to build muscle by doing something with very little weight just because you're squeezing it at the top? I hate to break it to you, it doesn't work like that. So if you think for a second that you're going to build these massive glutes by doing something like that versus, say, a machine kickback where you can really load up the weight, or really deep squats, because that's another common misconception. Everybody thinks, oh, if I squat, I'm going to get a big butt. Not if you're not squatting deep. If you're not squatting deep, yeah, it's going to crush your legs. And depending on foot placement, you might get more quad engagement or more hamstring engagement, but your depth, where you're getting that real big stretch of the glute and hamstring, and that is where you're going to get your glute growth. Same thing with a hip thrust. I mean, those 2 movements right there, top tier. Rolling along on that same track when it comes to things like the glute. There aren't a lot of options when it comes to glute isolation, right? So if things like real deep squats and hip thrusts aren't in there, that's when you have to really get creative. It's not going to be an easy thing if you don't have a gym that has an actual kickback machine. But you can do walking lunges. Again, if you're doing it with body weight, it's not going to do anything. Not like it needs to. Things like the Bulgarian split squats. Fantastic movement when it's weighted, but if it's body weight, guess what? You're not doing a whole lot. Now, those movements as finishers, absolute killers. But major builders, body weight, lightweight, you're not getting out of it what you think you're getting out of it. That all being said, get your ass in the gym. Find 4 movements, not only that you're capable of doing without pain or any range of motion issue, but that you're going to stick to doing. Find those 4 movements, do those 4 movements, get the growth you're looking for. Those will be the best 4 movements that you can do for any body part. I guarantee it.